Today I turned 31, and here are 30 harsh truths I wish I knew in my 20s. Oh, this gonna be good. Invest early. Yes, I have never cared about money, but that's also because I never really cared about myself. So it's kind of like a ripple effect. If I had invested when I was 20, by now I think I would have had something. God damn, dude. Why? Of course, it's never too late to invest, so I am going to start investing once I have some savings. But yeah, even a tiny bit will do. Even 50 cents, no? Well, it's better than nothing. Trauma doesn't define you, it affects you. Everyone, yes, every single person has trauma. But you cannot always say, oh, it's because of that, that's why I'm like this. Yes, okay, it's true, but you have to work on that. You cannot always blame it on that. But dude, it a lot. Yeah, I know it's a lot, okay? But still, it's your responsibility. Even if it takes time, you know, you have your good friends around you. If you don't have a good friend, then a therapist. Or if you don't or can't afford that, then YouTube it and find community in that. You're not alone. You're never alone, right? Now, with the help of internet, it is quite great in that regards, right? It also has its danger and downside. Don't study just for the sake of others. Yeah, this is what I did for a very, very long time. I mean, normally my study would have taken like 3.5 years, but for me it took nearly like 7 to 8 years, and I did not even finish it. Yeah, I literally quit. It was one of the best decisions I've made. God damn, dude, so risky. Risky sounds like whiskey. Sorry. If you're a people pleaser and you don't have that self-belief, you will do what others want you to do. And don't get me wrong, they mean well, they want you to be safe. I know how risky the life can be, you know, so it's not their fault. They love you, that's why they say that. But then don't become mad, you know, that's what I did, but that's on me because I didn't follow what I wanted, you know, and I always wanted them to understand. That is also okay if they don't understand, right? Because it's your life, you know it best, okay? I'd rather, if you don't want to study, work, gain some experience. And if you did all of that and then you want to study, then go study. Life is all about studying, right? It's all about continuous learning. You will never stop learning until you're dead. Yeah, literally. If you have a roof on top of your head, on top, like literally on top, and internet on your phone, then you're lucky. Be grateful. I mean, you can do so much already. You're way ahead of everyone else who don't have that. But again, if you have internet, you have ChatGPT, and that is, I mean, you can ask it anything, right? Anything you want to know, it's in your hands. In your hands. So you know how I learned like editing, that's through YouTube, that's through the internet literally. And now, you know, I'm learning about neuroscience also through ChatGPT. I journaled a lot with ChatGPT. It helped me a ton, okay? There's also downsides to ChatGPT, of course. My friends recently told me, hey, you know that ChatGPT can also hallucinate, like it can assume things. And I'm like, oh, shit. Now I always say, answer with reliable sources. It minimizes that probability. You have more time than you think. It depends on what you do with your time. If you just, you know, let it go by, then yeah, you don't have a lot of time. But in your 20s, that is your time to explore your interests, what you like, okay? Don't give a damn about what others want from you. Do what you think is right. You might be wrong. And if you're wrong, then that's okay. Then you know, you learn from your mistakes. And by knowing it, by experiencing it, it is way more powerful than just knowing it. Take care of your mind and body. Exercise regularly, sleep, get enough sleep. Oh, very important. The right diet, you are what you eat. So if you eat shit, literal shit, you will become shit. Socialize and dedicate your time to your purpose, your mission. All of these things, they are so important, because if you don't, you will become dangerous. Your mind will be very, very negative. Wow, the way I said that. Negative. Negative. Hunger, anger, loneliness, and tiredness. These are very vulnerable states. Now, if you have practiced your prefrontal cortex, right, the executive function of your brain, then okay, it will become easier. But still, these states, you will be a little bit more you are not truly yourself. Keep that in mind. Be mindful. When you are in it, you might be like, oh shit, okay, I might not be able to really control myself right now, like control my impulses and stuff. Get into considerazione, okay? So that's a segue to mindfulness, awareness. Yes, you are practicing how to be mindful of your states and then to actually execute on the right thing. You're engaging the anterior cingulate cortex, the insula, and the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. Fancy terms, by the way. You can get into detail with ChatGPT, of course, and Andrew Huberman. But basically, if you practice this, you will be more like a monk, goody. All right, that doesn't mean that you won't have anger or all of those negative, quote-unquote negative states, but you will be able to manage them. You will be able to cope them. You're just aware. You will know, okay, do I want to engage in the limbic system, in the anger and just lash out, or calm? Just be aware of it. See how you're sensing. What is your body doing? I am getting back into it, by the way, the mindfulness. There was a time where I did, and I stopped, and I did, and stop and go. Always. That means that everything takes practice. Everything. You need to put in the effort. Anything that requires you not to do anything, that is never good for the long term. Short term, sure, might be happy, great, but that happiness won't last long. So effort, right? You become good at something by putting effort into it, time over time, and it compounds. Not here and there. Okay, nah, yeah, that's me, basically. I do, I suck. I do, I suck. Hey, Okay, sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. If you do practice, do not chase quick results. Yes, one person might be luckier than you are, and you will see, God damn, he has that result already. I want that. We need to aim for long term. In the past, I always wanted to be famous. I wanted to have quick likes and followers and all that. Oh dear Lord, makes you miserable. That's too damn bad. Gotta deal with that. Be honest with yourself. Always be honest with yourself, no matter what. Because when you are honest, you then know, okay, what is it that you actually need to work on? You cannot do that if you're always lying to yourself. And again, you can do that too if you want. If you want to feel miserable. Dude, why you got to be so weird? I don't know. I don't know. You are different with your employer than with your friends. You cannot be like totally crazy, with your employer, like how you are with your friends. You cannot be like, yo, what's up, dude? What's up, my employer? I mean, I don't really do that with my friends, but you get the point. Having masks or roles, rather, is okay, but do not misconstrue that for like being fake. Even when you have different roles, you have to be true to your roles. Don't be fake in those roles. And yeah, that kind of means that everything in life has a system. Every single thing, whether it's health, wealth, love, or happiness. Health, look, what do you have to do? You need to exercise, you need to eat right, you need to get enough sleep, and all of that is challenging as well, especially at the beginning. Sometimes, you might be addicted to certain things, and it has a system. And also with wealth, will you be wealthy is you need to find something that provides value to others. Like, you need to get into the business mindset, right? Unique selling point. Save 10%, which I should have done. God damn it. Or invest, right, in ETFs, which I should have done. But all of these things, it's a system. Yes, and in order to get further in, those areas with the system is to steal. Yes, go steal a bank. Steal like an artist. There's a book, I think, Model What Is Already Working, right? What I did at the beginning, I would look at successful creators and I would be like, oh shit, that is working, so let's model that, right? And then put my unique spin to it. Doesn't work always, but it definitely works better than reinventing the wheel. I know we all want to be unique and be original, and sometimes it works if we really find a gap that the market wants. So there is also trial and error. You're not always the main character. You might think like you're unique, which you are, but if we're talking about the business side of things, you guys, you decide. Not me. This video that I'm making, if it resonates with you, you're deciding, not me. I cannot be like, oh, why did I buy that? It's you. It's not me. I can only look and then adapt. I cannot blame. Well, I can do if I want to feel bad about myself, but that's not productive. Keep that in mind if you're in business. It's about your audience, you guys. Set aside the ego. And that means that you might fail a lot. You will fail a lot. I made videos, I think nearly 1,000 videos now, 900 something. Some were good, some resonated, and some failed. I think you will fail more than you actually succeed. And that's good because that's a learning curve. But the danger is that the ego will always get in the way, and especially if you had low self-worth like I did, holy cow, you'll be like, whoa. It actually teaches you to set your ego aside. It's not about you, and you will fail. I'm sorry if I'm always distracted by my hair, my beautiful hair. You learn more from your mistakes than from your successes, and there's also neuroscientifically speaking. You don't believe me? Ask Andrew Huberman. Yes, even though you fail, you must still know when to quit. This is a really difficult choice, especially, for instance, with mine now. I never wanted to quit, and I still want to keep on going, and I'm always like adapting and seeing like, okay, which one works, which one doesn't. But now I also need to know whether I'm doing this for, earning money, or is it hobby, or is it like, something that speaks true to me. Of course I want to make money with it, that's my ultimate goal. But like I've already mentioned before, you guys decide that. And if it's not good enough, then I have to keep on improving. I gotta, find the angle that works. That's it. It's all on me, not you. And I cannot say, oh, just keep on going, just keep on going. There's a quote from Mr. Albert Einstein. Applying the same strategy, expecting different results, well, that's called insanity. And I was insane for a very long time. So yeah, it does suck that it did not work out, and life sucks sometimes. You see that beautiful segue. Life does suck. It's just what it is. With social media, they always talk about the great side of things. It's amazing, and no, that's not how life works. I subscribe to the philosophy of Taoism, yin and yang. There's no good without the bad. There's no bad without the good. You actually learn, like I said, so much more from the bad than from the good. I mean, I'm not saying that the good is not enjoyable. It's amazing, but also with mistakes, you learn more from making mistakes. It's tough though. It will suck. I'm not saying that it won't suck. It will suck, but you will get through it. My father always says, it will never be eaten as hot as it was boiled. So in that moment, we always think that, oh, it's actually really bad and it's gonna be bad for a very long time. And even Adam Grant, he talked about this experiment where people would overestimate how long this shit thing will take, be. grammatic. Yes, very good. They said like 5 years. It will take 5 years until it's settled, basically, but in reality it was 6 months. So yeah, and while everything sucks, it's going to be lonely. Man, it sucks even more now. Great. It's gonna be lonely because it's only you. You will decide what you will do with your life. You know, I am the only person who decided to make this video right now. Nobody else. Yes, people might motivate you and stuff, and you know, dopamine, blah blah blah, but ultimately it's my choice. I decide what I do with my life. You know, even if you have friends and all that, and it is great, I'm not telling you not to socialize, okay, but you have your life. You decide what to do with it. Be mindful of the people around you. They say you are the average of 5 people. If you only have people who talk down on you and who don't believe in you, eventually you won't believe in you. Or if you're strong enough, great, but eventually it will suck the living shit out of you, man. Really. If it's your family, because friends you can choose, right? Family you can't. But what you can do is set a boundary, limit exposure. I don't recommend cutting them out of your life unless they are really, really volatile and they kill people, then they should actually go to jail. Damn, I'm really going extreme here, dude. Yeah, you get the point. You can't choose your family, but you can choose your energy, how you're going to be. That is entirely up to you. And so it goes back to the foundation, you know, eat, sleep, exercise, socialize, all that good stuff. And believe it or not, relationships are actually nearly everything. At the end of the day, no matter what you do, you actually always go back to that, pursuing your mission and all, which is great, it's part of it. But then you come back and spend time with your loved ones. There's the 85 study from Harvard. It's a socialization that has the biggest impact on your happiness level. Your loved ones will always try to help you as much as they can. That's why it's great to, you know, hear them out, but don't only listen to one. Listen to 10,000. Okay, gain as many perspectives as you can. And then you take, you know, the golden nuggets and then mix them up and see what works for you, because you're unique. Your personality, your values, all of that, right? So you will never, like me telling you all of this, maybe one will resonate with you, but that one is like, aha. Keep that in mind. Always gain as many perspectives as possible. If there's only one thing that I can give to you right now, is this advice, all right? Others, they're all bullshit. So yeah, your values then actually define you. Your values, that is also a realization as I was going through this last relationship that I was in. And you know, if you don't value that, you will die in the inside. Yeah, you won't die in the outside. How do you die in the outside? Well, that is actually death. In order to protect your values, you do that by setting boundaries. Man, I have never, ever done that because of my low self-worth. And you know, in this last relationship that I was in, she was actually the one who taught me that. And this is so really important and crucial because, like I said, if you don't, you will die in the inside and you will burn out and you will become resentful towards others and also to yourself. Protect it as much as you can. And they might not understand it and they might even be mad or angry, and that's okay. But they will respect you for setting up that boundary because they're like, oh shit, okay, he's respecting himself. I'm talking about respect. That is so underrated. Love is overrated. Here again, my life, literally, I always thought love is everything. I will do anything for love. And I literally did anything for love. I didn't care whether it hurt me or not. I just did. Oh my God. And you can do that. You know, you might think like, oh damn, this is so heroic, man. God damn, dude, holy shit, holy crap. No, but eventually they will not respect you anymore. And they might still love you. They might, you know, love you a lot. But if they don't respect you, What's the point? Because I love the person, I would do anything, and then I would cling on. Oh my God, I was so attached to that person. I noticed is that anything in life, it doesn't matter whether it's love, health, wealth, health, can you be clingy to health? Overall, the principle stays the same. If you keep on wanting it, and I need it, you will push that very thing away. It's so contradicting, isn't it? This is what I realized, because you don't have to. You don't have to be that person who like always, wants things, because if you are it, you will pull that very thing to yourself. So yeah, your energy creates your reality. You become that person, whatever it is, in every aspect of your life. If you focus on you, becoming that person, becoming it, not the clown, okay, not the it clown. That dude is creepy. That aura that you will create will then pull that very thing to you. Yes, it's kind of manifestation. It's woo-woo for some of you, I know, but even if you don't believe in manifestation, you will feel it. And that aura that you build is very magnetic. And so, you keep on doing everything what it is. Like if me, I want to be a full-time content creator, I have to become that person, right? I then create. Content creators create. They don't keep on expecting, yes, it's a part of it. You need to adapt and see like what works and what doesn't. We've already covered all that. You keep on going, being consistent, right? Fail, adapt. There might be a success, then a fail again, and this is how it goes. Life is going up and down, but over the long term. Right? Zoom out and it goes like this. And then eventually you will get there. But again, that thing, you and I, we don't have control over. And sometimes life will put you on a path that, you didn't expect. God has maybe other plans. But if you don't believe in God, then life or universe, you might then think to yourself, whoa, wait, I did not expect this at all. But there's a reason for it. There's always a reason for whatever is happening to you in your life. And that very thing might be the thing that you needed. And that's the beauty of it. So ultimately, it's not really about the goal. It's not about the outcome. It's about the momentum. Damn, that rhymed. I love when you rhyme unintentionally. And then you kind of think to yourself, man, you know what? I should have become a rapper. My name is Winnie. I come from Germany. Hey. Yeah, that's about it. Those were my 30 harsh truths I wish I knew in my 20s. I hope they were helpful to you. Now I'm 31. I am making this video right now when I'm 31. Man, coincidence? I don't think so. Anyway guys, I hope you liked it. If you did, you can like it to support my channel. Until next time, love.